Investors are human. That's something that's easy to forget when you're the one who's asking for money, but investors are people. And while we may assume that all investors, big or small, need to be convinced with data, they also have emotions, and that's where storytelling can have a significant impact. There's a famous expression from Maya Angelou: people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. As part of your investment pitch, we want to leave investors with a great feeling about your company and the opportunity to invest in it. So now that we know it's important to have a strong narrative, how do you write your story? We like to think of your campaign narrative in systems of 3. For each campaign, we encourage companies to have 3 key narrative points. These 3 narratives should be present across all your campaign marketing materials to ensure you have consistent messaging. It should also show off your company's personality, values, and competitive advantage. To help identify these 3 key narratives, we have a 3-step process we like to walk companies through. Step 1. What is the problem statement for your product or service? Step 2. What are some proof points that support this problem statement? And step 3. What is your advantage to solving this problem? Here's an example for FrontFunder. Step 1. There's a lack of diversity in venture capital, and more needs to be done to create an accessible and inclusive funding ecosystem. Step 2. According to Crunchbase, only 3% of venture capital funding goes towards female entrepreneurs, and per Forbes, only 12% of venture capital decision makers are women. Step 3. FrontFunder provides female founders with an opportunity to raise from their community through our platform and through joint initiatives with financial feminist organizations like the 51. Complete this exercise 3 times and you'll have your 3 key narrative points. You might be wondering, should a pitch deck even tell a story? How do I incorporate my key narratives there? Well, your pitch deck should absolutely tell a story, and as with any story, it should have a beginning, middle, and an end. Highline Beta, a hybrid venture studio, corporate accelerator, and VC firm, recommends thinking about your pitch through the lens of hearts, minds, and wallets. The hearts refers to the story you're telling through your vision, the problem, the solution, and why now is the time. The minds is the rational decision-making piece, such as the market opportunity, competition, traction, and products. While the wallets is the ask, what's the business model, the team, the financials, and the use of funds. The 3 key narrative points we asked you to identify earlier should be very present throughout the hearts and minds section of the pitch deck. Next, the campaign video is one of the first introductions investors have to your company. It's a good opportunity to make a strong first impression and get them excited about learning more. We found that videos are great for communicating large amounts of information in a short amount of time. And we know through experience and industry best practices that conversion rates increase by 80% with the inclusion of a video. Indiegogo even found that campaigns on their platform with videos raised 115% more money than those without videos. In your campaign video, we recommend going through the who, what, when, where, why, and how of the offering. Who? Highlight your amazing team bringing this business to life. What? Showcase your product or service with video footage. Why? Explain your mission. That's the story investors will connect with. How? What is the problem you're solving and how is your solution unique? Where? What's the vision for the company? When? Why is now the time to invest? Since the video is a chance to tell your story, don't get into details about the investment terms. This is your chance to connect with investors on an emotional level. With that in mind, we encourage you to be genuine in the video and showcase the people behind the company. The foundation for any equity crowdfunding campaign is the company overview. Think about how long you would give a website to capture your interest before you leave and go somewhere else. It's a few seconds at most. Now think about what draws you in when you go to this website. Is it paragraphs of text or white papers, or is it great visuals with key messages that make you feel good? For me, it's a combination of great graphics and text that tell a story I can relate to. That's what we want to achieve with the campaign page as well. In our experience, visitors to the campaign page spend about 6 to 7 minutes there on average, so we need to make sure we have the right messaging to convert them. When we're asking people for an investment, we should consider it from 2 angles. The first being, why should I invest financially in this company? But the second is, why should I become emotionally invested in this company? A good campaign page answers both those questions. It should be a reflection of the information in your pitch deck, combined with the emotional resonance of your campaign video. And remember, the 3 key narrative points you identified earlier should be present throughout. If we can offer one piece of advice for your campaign overview, it's to have a section dedicated to your investment highlights. Think of your investment highlights as an executive summary of your entire pitch. It's 3 to 5 reasons why investors should invest financially and emotionally in your company. Once your campaign is live, there are so many great channels to promote the opportunity to prospective investors. We encourage companies to send email newsletters, create social media posts, send a press release, run paid ads, and reach out to influencers among all the other online channels you can think of. Fundera found that 42% of funds are raised in the first 3 days and the last 3 days of crowdfunding campaigns. This means companies really need to focus on preparing content for the campaign launch, the campaign close, and should have some great content planned for the middle of the campaign as well to keep growing their follower counts. In order to build your content, start by developing a clear call to action for the campaign that focuses on the investment opportunity. A strong call to action should pass 4 tests. Is it clear? Did I keep it simple? Am I creating urgency and excitement? And can I adapt this for different audiences and mediums? Consider this example. As an investor, I came across an ad for a pressed juice company that says, invest in your health. Now, that could mean investing in the company, or it could mean investing in my own health by buying the juice. In addition to your call to action, you also need to convey the opportunity through the headings, descriptions, graphics, etc. that you share online. Through this messaging, you should always strive to highlight your traction, social proof, the problem you're solving, how you're solving it, and who you're solving it for. Think about the last time you bought something online. Did you read the reviews first? That's the importance of traction and social proof. If we can leave you with any wisdom from this video series, it's that investors are human and we need to show them why they should become both financially and emotionally invested in your company. We can achieve this through great storytelling, identifying a strong call to action, and following the system of 3 key steps to find your 3 key narrative points.